Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode corporate filings to give you the real story. And today we've got Canadian drone company Draganfly filing their report for August. And let me tell you, things are looking interesting. You know how they say it's always darkest before the dawn. Well, let's see if Draganfly is seeing any dawn or just more darkness. So what exactly is this Draganfly doing? Well, they're a company that's all about drones and related technology. They're involved in everything from designing and manufacturing drones to providing services using drones, like for public safety or environmental monitoring. Think of them as the eyes in the sky for various industries. This particular filing is what's called a Form 6K. It's like a quick update from foreign companies that are listed on US stock exchanges. They use it to share important information that they're releasing back home. And in this case, it's for the month of August 2025. The first thing we see here is that Draganfly is checking the box for Form 20F. This means they're going to be filing their annual reports using this form, which is pretty common for foreign companies. And it generally means they're following US reporting standards pretty closely. Now let's get to the juicy part, the actual financial information that's being reported here. This filing specifically points us to some important documents that give us a peek into how Draganfly is doing financially. This first exhibit is the unaudited, condensed, consolidated interim financial statements for the 3 and 6 months that ended on June 30, 2025. This is where we get the hard numbers, the revenue, the costs, how much money they're making or losing. These are crucial for understanding the company's performance in the first half of the year. Then we have management's discussion and analysis, or MD&A. This is where the company's leaders themselves explain what's happening behind those numbers. They talk about the reasons for good or bad performance, their outlook, and any significant challenges or opportunities they see. It's like listening to the company's own story about its financials. Next up is the CEO's certification. This is a statement from the Chief Executive Officer confirming that they've reviewed the financial reports and believe they accurately represent the company's financial situation and operational results in all material respects. It's a sign of accountability from the top. And finally, the CFO's certification. This is the Chief Financial Officer's similar promise that the financial information is correct and reliable. It shows that both top leaders are standing behind the numbers presented. While this 6K doesn't contain a massive table of figures itself, it directs us to the financial statements and the management's commentary, which is where the real financial story lies. For Draganfly in the period ending June 30, 2025, as detailed in their financial story lies. For Draganfly in the period ending June 30, 2025, as detailed in their financial statements, we'd be looking for clues about their operational efficiency. And their growth trajectory, are they selling more drones? Are their service revenues picking up, or are costs eating into their profits? The MD&A would then explain any swings we see. If revenue grew by, say, 20%, it might be due to a big new order for a government contract, or perhaps increased sales of their drone software, or conversely, if costs increase significantly, perhaps due to higher research and development spending or increased manufacturing costs. The MD&A would be essential to understand if this is a gross profit margins and operating expenses to gauge the company's ability to manage its business effectively. A declining profit margin could signal increasing competition or pricing pressures, while a surge in operating expenses to gauge the company's ability to manage. Now let's look at the leadership component of this filing. We see the signatures of the top brass giving their stamp of approval, which is standard practice. The report is dated August 11, 2025. This date is important because it tells us that the information being reported reflects the company's status and the signing of these documents around this time period. It gives us a point in time to anchor our understanding of their situation. So what does this all mean for Draganfly performance? This K filing itself is more of a notification and a pointer to more detailed information. It's not a deep dive into quarterly results, but rather an announcement that those results and analyses are available. It signals that Draganfly is actively updating the market on its performance, and that's generally a positive sign of transparency. However, the real meat of the story will be in those referenced financial statements and the management discussion and analysis promises contained within the documents they're referencing. And this filing is the alert that it's time to go greedy. Are they reinvesting wisely? Are they growing sales faster than their costs? That's the key to long-term success. Without knowing the specific numbers from the reference documents, it's hard to say definitively, but this filing is the gateway to finding out. We want to see if their drone technology is truly disruptive, giving them an edge over competitors, and if their business direction and financial health, whether that's positive or negative, depends entirely on the content of those supporting documents. It's hard to have positive or negative, depends entirely on the content of those supporting document. Depends entirely on. What's your take on this filing? Do you think Draganfly is on the right track? Let us know in the comments below if you found this explanation helpful. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more corporate decoding adventures, and don't forget to join our Discord community for deeper discussions linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.